So just to close off what I was saying, it's simply that attitude is really, to me, what you do day to day as you make connections with people. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn out conversation, but if you're talking to someone and you're not interested, you can still say, have a great day, or, great talking to you, or whatever. It doesn't have to be mean or nasty or rude. It's still being respectable, because people are people, and we still want to just show them that we have respect for them as a person. So so what is it that you would like to see in approaching a woman? She looks great and everything like that, so she's drawn your attention. Hi, how are you? How would you like her to respond? Because suppose she just has zero interest. So
Well, zero interest is a unspoken way of take a hike, right? And a guy who's pretty much can read and take a hint. If a woman is not showing much interest, it means take a hike. And guys who are more respectable can take a nice get lost, right? And you can tell people anything. It's just the way you say it and how it comes across, right? And like for instance, like we talked about perception a while back, where we can be both looking at the same thing, but we see things totally different. Right. Mm-hmm. So it's all a matter of that too as well. But one of the thing is, once you have that underlying understanding of how to respond, and now your attitude affects everything. Because look, your attitude depends on, it can also depends on whether you're broke or rich. Your attitude can depend on whether you're in a relationship or not. Your attitude can depend on so much. So it's always good, to pretty much with your attitude be on point. Because sometimes what you want, you don't have to necessarily work for it. You just have to have the right attitude about it, and you can get it.
So when you say your attitude depends on that, are you trying to say that, I guess I took it as that determines your attitude, but your attitude should just always be decent, and
that's
then
why,
everything comes to you as a result of your attitude.
That's why I said on point. Right?
Okay.
That's why I say on point, right? Mm-hmm. And you see, that's why a lot of people in this society doesn't get what they want, because they have their wrong attitude about things.
Right.
Like you say about even single, women in particularly have the wrong attitude about how to approach a man, and how to actually be in a relationship with man. And there's guys also have a bad attitude about how to approach a woman, and because of that, because the attitude is off, that's why we say there's a lot more single people, and a lot more people that are out there that are burnt and are angry and pissed and all of that, because of the attitude and how they really take things, right? So if your attitude is on point, you will realize that it can attract more of what you want.
Absolutely.
Because your attitude is kind of like a magnet, and wherever there's steel or metal or iron, you're going to get attracted to that, because that's what you are. A magnet will never be attracted to a plastic. Right? Mm-hmm. You can paint that plastic to look like a metal all you want. It will still not attract, because it's not what it is. Mm-hmm. Right? So when your attitude is on point, you will attract a lot more people to you, because you have that aura around you that people want to connect with you. But when your attitude is stink and it's garbage, the people that you want to be attracted to you will not be attracted to you. The people that you could care less about, they're the ones that are going to be coming around you 24/7, that you're going to have a relationship with, that you have kids with, that you marry with, you work with, you do all of that with, because of basically, your attitude. Your attitude draws whatever whatever to you based on where you are.
Right. So really, at the end of the day, if you're getting a lot of what you don't want, you really need to look at yourself.
Means your attitude sucks.
Unfortunately, yeah. When you're not getting what you want as a result of you, you can look out all day, all you want, and blame the rest of the world, but your life or the world around you is your mirror, 1,000,000%. And if you want differently, you're going to have to behave differently to have it. And that's bottom line.
Yeah, and you can look as good as Joy, as you can see all over, right? But if your attitude is shit, it just pretty much take a mud and just cover all over it. And that's why a lot of pretty girls who's attractive, the reason why you're single is not because you're pretty, is not because you're attractive, is because your attitude sucks. It's a matter of how you feel about yourself too that really begins to form the attitude, right? Mm-hmm. So realize this. If you are single and you're not getting what you want out of life, is because your attitude need adjustment. You need an attitude adjustment, because people would only get drawn to you, good people and the people that you want will only get drawn to you if your attitude is on point, because that's going to give them the idea of whether this is an invitation or this is the do not disturb sign. And the do not disturb sign depends on your attitude. If your attitude is rotten, that's what you're telling to the world. If your attitude is good, you're telling the world that I'm an easy person, you can get to know me, I'm good. And you get what you want that way.
Well, a lot of them are going to disagree with that because, unfortunately, people, a lot of times we can't see ourselves. Therefore, again, the world is your mirror, and that's very, very telling.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
the universe,
the world is a mirror. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
the universe is honest. So take a look inside yourself and see what you could do to change. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means that you could be doing something different. Anyway, feel free to visit relationshipbuilderexclusive.com for more information, or leave your questions and comments below. We would love to hear from you. And thanks again for taking the time to chill with Joy and Bobby. We'll see you next time, folks.
Yep. Look us up.
Bye for now.